Students, here is sixth part of chapter 6, the triangles and its properties. Is the sum of any two angles of a triangle always greater than the third angle? No. Let us take examples. Case 1. Angles of an acute angle triangle are 80 degree, 70 degree and 30 degree. You can choose your own examples for these angles. Now 80 degree plus 70 degree greater than 30 degree, 80 degree plus 30 degree greater than 70 degree and 70 degree plus 30 degree is greater than 80 degree. Now let us see second case. Angles of a right angle triangle are 90 degree, 40 degree and 50 degree. Now 90 degree plus 40 degree greater than 50 degree, 90 degree plus 50 degree greater than 40 degree and 40 degree plus 50 degree is equal to 90 degree. Now come to case 3. Angles of an obtuse angle triangle are 100 degree, 30 degree and 50 degree. Now 100 degree plus 30 degree greater than 50 degree. Now 100 degree plus 50 degree also greater than 30 degree and 50 degree plus 30 degree is lesser than 100 degree. So it is observed that the sum of any two angles of a triangle is not always greater than the third angle. Let us start with right angle triangle and Pythagoras property. Who was Pythagoras? Pythagoras was the Greek mathematician and philosopher. He founded the Pythagorean school of mathematics in Cortona. Now just come to this need of property. The Egyptians wanted a perfect 90-degree angle to build the pyramids, which were actually two right angle triangles whose hypotenuse forms the edges of the pyramids. So there the Pythagoras property existed, and now we are using these things in our daily life, and you are going to learn in deep about this Pythagoras theorem in senior classes. Right angle triangles and Pythagoras property. Now this is a right angle triangle. In a right angle triangle, the sides have some special names. The side opposite to the right angle, you can see this is called hypotenuse, usually denoted by small h. The other two sides are known as legs of the right angle triangle. In triangle QPR, the right angle is at P. You can see this one. Here you have right angle. So QR is the hypotenuse. QP and PR are the legs of triangle QPR. Pythagoras property is a very useful tool in mathematics. It says that for any right angle triangle, the area of the square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the areas of the squares on the legs. Let us see. A is hypotenuse, B and C are legs. Then A square is equal to B square plus C square. Please note that if the Pythagoras property holds, the triangle must be right angle. In coming slides, we are going to prove this one. Let us draw a right angle triangle PQR with sides B and C as legs and A as hypotenuse. Draw two identical squares on a sheet with sides of length B plus C. Now you can see here this side is B plus C. This side is also B plus C. This is a square now. Triangle is here with us, B and C. Look at this. Here we have this side B and here it is C, and this hypotenuse is A. Same way we are going to place other triangles also. Now look at this. Everywhere you have here this side is B, C, Once again, this side is B, here C, again this side B and C, and when you will see, you will get A, A, A. So now you can see that while placing these four triangles in this square, we are getting one more square which is uncovered and having side A. Now second diagram, square B. Now we are placing this here in different way. Now you can see here you have B, C. Now here again you have B, C, C, B and B and C. And what you are getting here? Look at this. Once again you will see that B plus C, here you have B plus C is the side of this bigger square. Here also B plus C. So when we are using identical figures here, identical squares, and all 8 identical triangles are fit into these two squares, we are getting same uncovered area. It means the uncovered area of square A is equal to uncovered area of square B. But you will see that here area of this square, uncovered area, this is A square. In this case, in second figure, we have this is B square and this is C square. Then it means A square is equal to B square plus C square. This is Pythagoras property. Let us draw a right angle triangle PQR with sides B and C as legs and A as hypotenuse. Now just see P, Q, R, and here we have B, C and A. Now construct squares on its sides. Now just see, we have constructed squares. Now find out the sides of these squares. Here it is B. It means this side is also B, B and B. This is your square number 1. Area of this one is B square. Now second square, this is your second square. Side is C, 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 then area is C square. Third one, this is your third square. Here you have A and A. So area is A square. Now we are taking some values here. Just check this one. B, let us take B is equal to 3 centimeter. C is equal to 4 centimeter and A is equal to 5 centimeter. Now check whether this theorem, this property exists or not. Area of first square, side square is equal to B square and value of B we have taken 3. So this is 9. Area of second square, side square, C square, that is 4 square and 16. Now area of third square is side square, that is A square, and 5 square is equal to 25. Now we can write 25 is equal to 9 plus 16 and 25 is A square, 9 is B square and 16 is C square. This observation shows that if there is a triangle such that sum of the squares on two of its sides is equal to the squares of the third side, it must be a right angle triangle. We can see here this angle is 90 degree, and this property holds true only in the case when we have right angle triangle. Try this 6 by 5. Find the unknown length in the following figures. Let us check. Two legs are given and we have to work out for hypotenuse. Now, as per Pythagoras property, x square is equal to 3 square plus 4 square, and square of 3 gives us 9, square of 4 gives us 16. 9 plus 16, 25, and 25 is a square of 5. So that x is equal to 5. Come to the second figure. As per Pythagoras property, x square is equal to 6 square plus 8 square. Now square of 6 gives us 36 and square of 8 gives us 64, which gives us sum of 100, which is a square of 10. Hence x is equal to 10. Now figure 3. As per Pythagoras property, x square is equal to 15 square plus 8 square. 15 square means 225. Square of 8 gives us 64. The total 289. 289 is the square of 17. Hence x is equal to 17. Now figure 4. As per Pythagoras property, x square is equal to 24 square plus 7 square. Square of 24, 576, and square of 7, 49, which gives us sum as 625, which is the square of 25. X is equal to 25. Now in figure 5, you can see we can have two right angle triangles. Take any one, and one leg will be xy2. So let us take right angle triangle with sides 37, 12 and half of x. It means 37 is hypotenuse and two legs are 12 and half of x. As per Pythagoras property, 37 square is equal to 12 square plus x by 2 whole square. Now we can bring numbers at one place. Now x by 2 whole square gives us 37 square minus 12 square, which gives us 1369 minus 144, and as a result we get 1225, which is square of 35. It means x by 2 is equal to 35, removing squares from both the sides. So we can write x is equal to 35 into 2, which gives us 70. Now here we have completed this part here, part 6, and we will continue very soon with other topics. Thank you. Stay in and stay smart.